So after working remote for a few years, I finally caved and decided I wanted one of the sit-stand desks, but I didn't see any that I liked on Amazon. A lot of them have like a ridge in the middle where the two pieces come together for shipping purposes, so I bought a kit with the hardware on it, but decided to make my own top. So this will be my first staining endeavor, so we'll see how it goes. I went ahead and picked up just a poplar kind of butcher block slab from Menards, and then did some research online and decided to go with a combination of a pre-stain as a first step, and then just kind of a dark walnut like stain, and then a polyurethane finish. So I've got some rags and then paintbrushes and then some sandpaper for going in between coats here. So we'll see if this turns into a train wreck or if I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm just going to do a quick pass on the edges because they're pretty sharp from the factory edge, and I don't really want to rest my arms on it and have that poke me while I'm typing on my keyboard. So just a quick pass with the sandpaper to round that off. Okay, I finished cleaning the sandpaper off, or the dust from the sandpaper off. I'm going to flip this over because there's a little bit of a green streak on the other side that I'd like to treat as the underside of the desk. So I'll do that first to see if I like the color and my method. And then I'll bring it back to this side for the top to finish. So here's the underside, and then that, I don't know if you can make it out in the light, but there's a slight green undertone on this last board here. The internet said to stir, not shake, so you don't get bubbles. Okay, here goes nothing, going with the grain. Oh wow, that is dark. I don't think I needed to be worried about that green stripe. This is going to completely cover it. This is before wiping the first coat of stain off. It really brings out the lines that were on this bad side, and then some of the divots as well. The other side doesn't look like that, it's a lot more clean. So it is kind of surprising how much the stain highlights as far as defects. And that is officially coat number 1 done. This is after wiping it off. So I'll definitely need 1 to 2 more coats, but I have to wait 2 hours in between, so I'll probably come back at this tomorrow morning, just because it's getting a little bit late. But I don't think that's too bad for a first try. We'll see how the finished product turns out, and then go from there. I just applied the second coat of stain, so I'll wipe that off after about 5 minutes, and then the instructions said to allow it to dry for 4 hours before adding the polyurethane coating, so I'll do that after dinner tonight. Okay, and we're back. This is my first coat of polyurethane, so we'll see how this goes. The internet said to apply this in single strokes all the way across in the direction of the wood, don't stop and go over. And then the instructions on the container say to wait 4 hours after the final stain coat before applying this. So this is later in the night after my second coat, so I should be fine. We'll see how this goes. So this is after 3 coats of lacquer on the underside. I think I'm pretty happy with it, so I'm gonna flip it over and do the top. A couple of lessons learned, especially on this first corner where I was kind of learning how to use the sponge brush with the polyurethane coating where you're supposed to just do one stripe all the way down without breaking the line. I didn't start far enough off, and so there's a little bit of a ridge right in here that I couldn't quite sand out without like overcoating or making it worse. I don't know if you can really see that in the video, maybe a little bit. But I think that won't be too hard to resolve in the top coat. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with the finish. I think it looks passable. Definitely better than the tabletops I could have bought on Amazon. So either way, it's going better than I thought it would.